What's going on, YouTube? JB's Game Store back with another opening. My 2025 Mega Pack bundle finally arrived. I'm excited to open these. I understand that the set is huge and I probably won't get what I want, but there's still some really cool hits to get. There's a lot of random ultras that I'm looking for, secrets as well, and then the Starlights, mainly looking for Imperm. Other than that, hopefully I come across some other stuff. I mean, honestly, I haven't looked at every single Starlight available, so maybe I'll be surprised by something, but I do have quite the list of cards that I'm looking for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bust this open and crack the packs. All right, so inside each box you do have, or each case I should say, you'll have 12 boxes of the 2025 Mega Pack bundles. You do have 3 packs per box inside the case. Each pack has 13 cards. So there's 39 total cards per box. And then you have 15 foil cards. On the back, you'll see that there's 13 cards total, 1 Starlight, 1 Prismatic Secret Rare, 3 Ultra Rares, and 8 Commons per pack. So that means every box you'll be getting 3 Starlight Rares, as well as 3 Secrets, which the Secrets are kind of the big ones for the most part, because you have the Dominus Impulse, the Dominus Purge. You also have some other stuff, like for the Fiendsmith decks. And like for me, I believe it's Chaos Allure Queen, I believe is the name of it. So I'm looking for that as well. So let's go ahead and bust these open and get all the packs pulled out. All right, so we've got our 36 pack. Let's go ahead and get these open, see what we get. Hoping for plenty of Dominus cards. I do need the Perulias as well as, again, the Infinite Impermanence. So Radiance of the Voiceless Voice, Centurion Chimera, Goblin Biker Grand Pileup, Danglong as a common, that's weird, White Reincarnation, Vagnawa the Moon Eating Dragon, and we got our first Ultra is again Dora G the Dragon of Destruction. We got a Bestial Dru's Worm. So in the last video, I pulled a Bestial Magnamut, so that Dru's Worm is going to be a nice addition to my Bestial stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that up. Here we go. I've got my sleeves upside down apparently, so I'm going to flip those around. I may end up having to go get more sleeves. I'll do the Ultras after the video. So we got Astro Sorcerer, or Astrograph Sorcerer. We've got Magician of Chaos. Oh, Fiendsmith Tract. So that is the first secret I was looking for, as that is a card that I just didn't have for the Fiendsmiths. So I guess I will still keep the cards I want in the normal stacks, and I'll just pull them out later. And then you have Ashen Endless and Magispectre Wind. Let's see, we've got Ultimate Offering. I've never seen that card before. Jongler Ghoul Illusionist. It's a 4-star 2000. Dandy White Lion. Madolce Dessert. Fishborg Harpooner. We got Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. We got Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Didn't know that was going to be a Starlight Rare, but okay, whatever. Prayers of the Voiceless Voice. Anarchist Monk of the Six Samurai. And then we got Wake Up Centurion, which I don't really know much about the Centurion deck. I haven't ever played it or anything. So that'll be an interesting, card to look at and just kind of read through all the Centurion stuff. I feel like my light is a little bright, so I'm trying to find the remote and see if I can make it a little bit more dim. Because that just feels like it's maybe a little too bright and won't show off. It was kind of hard to see the words from what I could tell, which might just be the case regardless, but maybe this is a little bit better. I did turn down the brightness some. Alright, we got Area Water Channeler, Mystic Potato instead of Tomato, Interdimensional Matter Forward, Fishborg Harpooner, Release Brainwashing, Oh, Piri Reese map, another reprint of that. And we got a Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, which I can throw in my Blue Eyes deck that pretty much everybody has now on the side. Razil Cross, I believe that's a rarity upgrade. We got a Red Familiar. A Malice C GWC06, another rarity upgrade for sure. Three-Eyed Ghost, Pirate Knight, and Ancient Gear Duel. Alright. Lightsworn Aegis, Gimmick Puppet Rogue Doll, Palm Ryzeal, Sengen Kaiho, Raid Raptor Glorious Bright. We got Number F0 Utopic Future. We got Domain of the True Monarchs, Mimigul Slime, Destruction Sword Memories, the Hallowed Azamina, which I don't believe I had any of, White Aura Porpoise, Neverending Nightmare Absorber, and Zapper Shrimp. Alright, well, I had shrimp for dinner, so I guess that kind of lines up. Sleeve up the Domain. So we got Lord of the Missing Barrows, Aiza, the Dragoness of Deranged Devotion, Meteora Drytron, Ryzeal Plasma Hole, Psychic Processor, Awakening of Vidos. We got another Piri Reese map, which is weird. Light and Darkness Dragon Lord is a cool Starlight rare. Way Where There's a Will, which I believe it's normally where there's a will, there's a way. There's another, I feel like that's the only other, I feel like that's the name of the card. I know that's the saying, but I think that's also the name of the other card. Aerial Eater, that's a nice little upgrade. I do like having that. Metaltronus, we just had this in Stampede, I believe it was. So I don't know why they put that in here as well. Ashened and Goyle, the Steel Seismic Smasher. All right. From my understanding, the Ashened are terrible. So there's that. Oh, I forgot to sleeve up the Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. Alright, so we got Mirage Mirror Force, Lord of the Missing Barrows again, Aiza again, Batten Bat, Aquajet Surface, Dolce Dessert. We got a Mirage of Nightmare, which a lot of people are saying is going to come off the ban list now. We got a Rescue Ace Hydrant, which I never played Rescue Ace before. We got Primite Roar, which I believe was a super before. We got Magical Lidal Soul, never heard of that card. Shield of the Millennium Dynasty. And there we go. Sleeve this up. So we're probably just going to kind of rush to the Starlight rares and Ultra rares and stuff at this point. Because I don't think anyone's really looking for the commons. We got some Ragnaraka stuff. Mirror Force. Let's see. White Reincarnation. Chaos Star Source Dragon. Number C32. Shark Drake Livis. Oh, Miracle Fusion. That's a good one for hero players. Of course, it looks like the next hero deck that people will be playing. I believe there's some support coming. Actually won't be using Miracle Fusion from what I can tell. So that's interesting. We got a ultra rare junk Synchron, which I like to see. Goblin Biker Clatter Sploder. Okay. Danger Nessie. So another reprint of the Dangers in Prismatic Secrets. Awesome. I feel like they could have left those out, but all right. They're already super cheap and very available to everybody that may want them. So I'm not really sure why they did that, but all right. Depressed Pard. Depressbird. All right. So I Z-Force, Cubico, Bet and Bat, Aquajet. We got a Vidos, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. We got number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, which I used to play that in my Punk deck. It was Punk Gold Pride is a deck that I played for a little bit. We have Horus, the Black Flame Deity, Giant Mimigul, Centurion Auxilla, and then nothing. Right. As long as these cards are in better shape, which they seem to be, than my Retro 2-packs, I'll be happy, because those were atrocious. That was just another Danglong, Bet and Bat. We got Mimighoul Armor. Apparently you can just get the whole Mimighoul deck in this. A Goblin Biker Big Gabunga as the Starlight rare. Swallows a Cowrie. Rusia of the White Forest, which is nice because I don't have any White Forest cards. We got a Singenjin, Wakes from a Millennium, which I know that card is very good. I've seen it on all kinds of random deck lists, at least to this point on Master Duel. I know it doesn't really see play too much, I believe, in the regular TCG, probably more so at locals versus, you know, like on a big stage like a YCS or something. Alright, we got the Ultimate Offering, Jongler, QQ and Nigon, Ashend, Sorcerer of Sebek, number F0. We got Spell Card Monster Reborn, Starlight rare. I believe I pulled that in the video with the 4. I could be wrong, but I believe we did. Another Mimighoul. This one's Archfiend, Centurion Phalanx, Lacrima, which some people say Lacrima, some people say Lacrima. Either way, that is one of the cards I needed. I had the original one, but I did sell it when it was at its height of prices, since I don't get to really compete anyways. I figured I might as well get what I can out of it, and then just, I knew they would reprint it eventually because it's Konami, and they always reprint stuff. If I needed it for competitive, I wouldn't have done that, obviously, but since I don't really get to play competitive, might as well. We got Flipping Feline. Interesting. Somebody at Konami likes cats, because there's all kinds of cat stuff lately. Lord of the Missing Barrows, Psychic Arsenal, Max Metalmorph, Multi-Universe. We got a Beals, which we did pull last time as well. Goblin Biker Grand Breakout, Blessing of the Voiceless Voice, Vulcan the Divine, Magispectre Wind, Priestess of the Ashen City, and Primite Howl. So we're seeing duplicates of Starlight rares already, from what I pulled before. So we haven't seen any duplicates yet in these packs, at least. But if I can get a duplicate Infinite Impermanence, I would definitely take that. No complaints here. But I would like to see some Dominus cards show up, or Mulcharmies, or something like that. I know there's a ton of secrets, and you're really just hoping for the best of luck whenever you buy something like this to pull those. We got Barrier of the Voiceless Voice. Oh, we got the SP Little Knight. That was one of the big hits to look for. That is another one that I want to add to my collection here, so I will buy that from myself. We've got the Golem that guards the Millennium Treasures, Magispectre Orthrus New, another Metaltronus. Didn't need that. I don't feel like that card should have been in the set. I'm sure people say that about a lot of things in the set at this point. So far, the Ultras, I haven't really minded them. I know there's, you know, multiple. I think Junk Synchron already had an ultra rare version and some stuff like that, but I didn't mind like the Mimighouls and whatnot, because they are some newer archetypes. So Mimighoul Maker. We got the White Rose Dragon, a card that probably didn't need the Starlight rare, but I guess with I think there was like a Black Rose, some kind of Black Rose support either coming out or already came out. If it already came out, I didn't notice anything good from it then. Astrograph Sorcerer, Ally of Justice Cycle Reader, which that was actually a good reprint. Denko Sekka, didn't need that anymore. I don't think Denko Sekka is really very good at this point in Yu-Gi-Oh, but alright. Maybe one day it'll be good. Who knows? We will just go ahead and hurry up to the Goblin Biker Boom Mock. We got another Beals, so that is our first duplicate of this grouping of packs, and it is our third Beals total. We got a Chandra, which I can't remember if that's a rarity upgrade or not. Chessy Cat is most certainly a rarity upgrade. And there we go. So you sleeve the Beals up. Alright, come on. This is where we need a Dominus or a Mulcharmy right here. We're probably close to it halfway. We got Future Silence. The Starlight is Surfacing Big Jaws. Goblin Biker Grand Breakout. La Virtue Dragon, Diabel's the original Sin Keeper. And there's nothing there. Right. So it is at least the new Starlight. Not one I was looking for. It's probably one of the ones that's worth less than $1 if I had to guess. If it's one of the main cards that people are looking for, they're cheap right now because the set just came out. People are opening it, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of negativity around these tins, but I promise you pretty much, or I can basically promise you anyways, if you were to buy the Infinite Impermanence from this set, it's going to go up over time. It is a Starlight version of a card that sees play pretty regularly, so it's a pretty safe bet. Obviously, if they create a new rarity that's better than Starlight, they will probably reprint it again in that rarity. But either way, we have Rescue Ace Hydrant. Is that our second Hydrant? I know we pulled a Rescue Ace card earlier, but I can't remember if it was Hydrant. It is, so we have 2 Hydrants now. So we have 2 duplicates. Spirit of Yubel, that is my first Yubel card since the original Yubel card printings. Red Familiar, Elzette of the White Forest, another White Forest card, which I don't mind seeing. I actually have always been interested in trying out White Forest, but it just wasn't worth the money to me at the time, since I don't play competitively or anything. And it came out during a time where I wasn't buying cards, so it just wasn't something worth picking up. Danger Chupacabra. Gallant Granite. Ooh, we got Bottomless Trap Hole, which I like to see. I just recently built an older deck with like gadgets and stuff, and so Bottomless Trap Hole was in that deck. So it's good to see Bottomless Trap Hole. I know some of the older game, I guess you'd say game modes, game types, some of the ways you can play where you're playing with older decks. It's good to have Bottomless Trap Hole. Tenpai Dragon, again Roku, which I do have the Tenpai deck that I keep on the side, so I can upgrade some rarities there. Jongler, Cyclos, Zoma, I don't know why I said Zuma, it's Zoma. Aquajet Surface, let's see, Bestial Serenir. We got a Chaos Dragon Levianeer, so that's a pretty cool hit. I know it's not really played anymore, but it's still a decent hit. We got Volcanics, which I like the Fire King stuff. I never got to play the deck because I didn't have Volcanics, so if I pull 2 more, then maybe. We got Lordly Load, which is one of the better secrets as far as value goes, even though they've reprinted it. I think this is the 3rd time now that it's been printed. So they're really trying to print that card into the ground, essentially. But it just keeps kind of hanging in there because of Blue Eyes, I guess. And I want to say there's Dark Magician support coming, so it can be decent in future Dark Magician builds maybe. So we've got another Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. We got another White Rose Dragon, Mimigul Charm, Mutamorphosis, another Danko Seka. Oh boy. So we're getting duplicates of bad secrets, and we haven't even pulled 1 of the good secrets yet. Great. And duplicates of bad Starlights, and not even 1 of the good ones, really. I mean, we pulled some. We pulled SP Little Knight. I can't say nothing, but there's quite a few not so great ones. Melodious Concerto, which I have a Melodious deck built, so that'll be a rarity upgrade. Memento Lin, I'm not even going to try to say that, but it's Creation King, which I do have Memento built as well. I know I have a lot of decks built. I just enjoy building decks and playing test hands, and once the deck is dirt cheap, that is usually when I pick it up, and I just build it and mess around with it. We got an Iron Thunder. To me, that's kind of the fun thing with cards, is just building decks, modifying the decks, and just playing out combos and stuff is a lot of fun, which is one of the reasons why I always gravitate to Yu-Gi-Oh! I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! As competitive as I did Pokemon, but Pokemon's just not as fun to just do test hands of, in my opinion. It doesn't really challenge you as much mentally when you're just kind of doing test hands at your desk while gaming. We got a Bestial Serenir again, Goblin Biker Big Gabonga, so another repeat. Prayers of the Voiceless Voice, Goblin's Crazy Beast, Wake Up Centurion, another duplicate. so there's all of these different ones, and I keep getting duplicates though, and it's not even the good ones. So that's great. Feels like Perulia is just always short printed, even though I did get lucky. I pulled 4 Perulias in my case of Maze of the Masters, so I can't really complain too much. F-Zero, Utopic Future, a 4th Beals. So 3 in this video and 1 in the other video. Great. So we'll say 3 bills. We got Gadget Trio, which I'm fine with that. I would like to not see any more Beals. I mean, that card, I thought it was cool the first time I opened it. But that's it. I don't need it anymore. So we're speeding. Oh, I sped too fast, apparently. We got Gandora G-Dragon. We got the Millennium Ankh, which is cool. I may have pulled 2 the last time, so I might have 3 Ankhs now, which is pretty cool. Ryzeal Cross. Got Red Familiar. Bot Herder. Weird, some packs have 3 commons on the back, and some have 2. I don't know if that's just a error in the cards going into the pack or what. We got Emissary from the House of Wax, Topologic Bomber Dragon, Mimigul Dragon, Magician of Chaos. Was it Saphira Dragon Queen of the Voiceless Voice? And then we got 3 commons. See? So the last pack had 2, that one had 3. So we haven't hit very many of the cards that we wanted. We did get the Tract and the Lacrima or Lacrima, however you want to say it. But I haven't gotten any Dominus cards. I haven't gotten any Molcharmies. Goblin Biker Boom Mock. Another Light and Darkness Dragon. A Couplet, which is another one of the cards I was looking for my Melodious deck. Crystal Clearwing Dragon. We got Danger Nessie again. It's another duplicate secret of a card that we've seen a million times before this set. Considering they're from the same case, that's what's really bothering me about it, is that they are from the same case, and that's kind of how it's being pulled. So, Dramatic Snake Eye Chase, Spell Card Monster Reborn again, Baka the Melodious Maestra, we got Giant Mimigul, Incoming Machine, I really wish I knew why there were 3 commons sometimes and 2 commons sometimes. It's kind of weird. We got Metal Flame Swordsman. We got Ponix. Anishi. Another Rusia. We got Black Garden, which I used to play that in Gladiator Beast, so that's kind of cool. If that ends up being a card that gets played in like an old format style. So we've got, I think, what, 9 packs left? Yeah, we've got 9 packs left. Still looking for any Dominus cards, any Molcharmy cards. So we're gonna go ahead and get to Centurion, a Trill again, another Levianeer, Volcanics, which I think that might be our playset of that, which is cool. We got a Requiem, so that's a new secret rare. I mean, it was obviously already one, but new for us today. Which I had the original printing of that, so I might end up selling whichever one's more expensive and keeping the cheaper one. Dramatic Snake Eye Chase, the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate, which is neat. Volcanic, so if the other one wasn't the playset, that one definitely is. We got Crazy Beast, Silvera Wolf Tamer of the White Forest. I have a feeling I will be having to buy the cards that I want from the set based on how these pools are looking. So let's see, Trickstar Aqua Angel, Dark Armed the Dragon of Annihilation, Code of Soul, Mimigul Cerberus, Paleozoic Orbina, Opabina. I don't know why I said Orbina. Come on, we got 6 packs. Surely we can pull something here. We got Dragon Sage of the Voiceless Voice, Domain of the Monarchs again. Ashen City, Tempai Phaedra, EMP Meowmine. Man, we're getting so many duplicates of the not even good cards. Honestly, I feel like so far this pack opening has been pretty bad as far as the pulls go. The SP Little Knight was cool. That might be the only Starlight that I care about. We got Drytron, Meteorus, whatever. We got DD Designator, the card that nobody needed in Starlight Rare. Sangenpai Bident Dragon. Memento Lin, yeah, that card. Can't pronounce that. We got a Dominus Impulse, though. There we go. Finally, our first Dominus card. I'll go ahead and sleeve that, even though it's a secret. And we'll sleeve the DD Designator. So we did at least finally get a Dominus. So that's good. Happy about that. We got Fiendsmith Sequence, which I believe is a rarity upgrade. Another Dark Arm, the Dragon of Annihilation. Diabell Queen, the White Forest. Fiendsmith in Paradise, which is probably going to get banned anyways. Another Paleozoic Secret Rare. I don't know why I put Designator on top of the sleeves, but alright. Got 3 packs. No Molcharmies. 1 Dominus card. So we've got Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. We got Heart of the Blue Eyes, which is a cool one to get. Code of Soul, Tri-Edge Master, Ryzeal Detonator, which, you know, is a rarity upgrade, but Ryzeal's fallen out of the format now, so the reprints come when the deck already doesn't matter that much. We've got number C32, Sharkdrake Levius. We got a Shining Sarcophagus, which, oddly enough, this card was like $20 until, I believe, this reprint, basically. It was like $15 to $20. Then they reprint it as a Starlight Rare, and the Starlight Rare is $2. So that's a little confusing. Baka, another Memento Lin. That's a nice upgrade. Nightmare Throne. So we have 1 pack left. Let's hope for some magic here. Maybe a Perulia would be nice. Because, well, I'm not paying $40 for Perulia right now since I don't play the game. So we got Blink Out. We got Dual Link Dragon, the Dual Dragon, which used to have to actually be like a champion, if I remember right, in order to even have this. So that's kind of weird. Ancient Gear Commander. Enigmaster Packbit. Gruesome Grave Squirmer. So instead of last pack magic, we got jank. So that, my friends, is why you don't buy a case of this set expecting to pull everything that you wanted, because you will not. I didn't even pull one of the ultra rare Allure Queen that I wanted. And I need 3. So you know, it's a card that's probably less. I'm pretty sure it's less than $1. It was printed as a common in Maze of the Master, I believe, and it was reprinted in here as an ultra because it's a pretty good little combo that you can do with those and the Allure Palace and stuff. So either way, I appreciate you guys watching. I don't know if I'll be opening any more of this. Honestly, the set could have been really cool with a lot of the cards that they chose to put in here, but then they mixed in cards that nobody wanted, and threw in, I mean, there's just so many cards in this set that it's nearly impossible to pull what you want. So people are probably not even going to be buying this too much. I know some people are buying it just for the fun of opening some tins, but I could definitely see these things sitting on the shelves for a while, until the prices start to drop at like Walmart or something, where they're like $15, because you're just not going to get what you want out of it. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.